What are you willing to do? You serve the Lord faithfully. You have a measure of success. Yet there's pressure and there's pushback, and you don't know what to do. As one of God's leaders, you may have felt all this and more. You may even begin to question God. After all, you're doing His will. Shouldn't the Lord watch out for His own, especially His faithful servants? Well, you're in good company. The prophet Elijah went through those feelings and sought answers from the Lord. In his book, Living Out of the Overflow, Dr. Richard Blackaby details what happened to Elijah after his victorious encounter on Mount Carmel, where he stood up to the hundreds of prophets of Baal. Then after learning that Jezebel was out to kill him, he hid for a while. Then he took off to Mount Horeb to seek answers from God. He was feeling all alone. Though we don't know for sure, Elijah may have gone to the very cave where Moses, a few hundred years before, had asked to see God in all His glory. Elijah needed to be reassured. He wanted a fresh encounter with God. But he also wanted to complain about his situation. Remember? He may have wondered why no one stood with him, or why God didn't take care of evil Queen Jezebel, or why Elijah's life was just so difficult even after his many years of faithful service. God asked him one probing question. What are you doing here, Elijah? You can read about that in 1 Kings 19. I think God was saying, why are you on this mountain and hiding in a cave? Why aren't you out serving me? Why are you complaining? Have you lost your perspective on my call on your life? Have you lost your perspective about your God? Well, indeed, Elijah was looking at his circumstances and the reaction of others rather than seeing God's provision and His continued presence in his life. Can I make a few applications for us as we serve the Lord? Don't let the struggles you may face in ministry or in life get you off track from God's call to service. Also, don't isolate yourself when struggles come. Elijah traveled some 200 miles away from where God had him serving. That's probably why God asked him that question. What are you doing here? Don't let other people's opinions move you from God's assignment and His vision for you. Don't let your struggles blind you to the many that are faithfully serving the Lord. Elijah thought he was the only prophet left. God said, nope, I got 150 other faithful prophets. If you found yourself in Elijah's sandals, so to speak, and God were to ask you, why are you here? What would you say? Some might say, I'm bitter. I'm being persecuted. A lot of important people don't like what I'm doing, and I feel that you, God, have abandoned me. Well, let me say it again. Don't let circumstances cause you to become disoriented to God and His call on you and your ministry. God is still God. He is still all-powerful. He still has that important assignment for you, and He is with you right now. Are you willing to do what it takes to be the Lord's faithful servant despite the circumstances? If you'd like to know more about our Media Alliance ministry, head over to our website, medialliance.cc. And you can help us grow the impact of the ministry by simply liking, subscribing, and sharing to this video. Thanks, and God's best.